Jiu-Jitsu has developed the mindset that this man is in the superior position than me. If there's one thing that I wanted to prove with this tape set, it's that I, being between his legs, am in the dominant position. I will control this man, okay? This is not to say that he can't do anything to me. But then again, there's a lot of positions where a person will be on top, yet the bottom man can do things to him, all right? I will admit that this position does offer him some sense of safety as opposed to other positions. But in no way do I want people to start relying on dropping down to this position, okay? Because actually, to be honest with you, I really want you to. Because it's very easy for me to beat this position or to make things very rough for you, okay? Couple of key points. Like all the other positions on the ground, I want you to carry my weight, okay? Now, carrying my weight doesn't mean for me to just lay here like this. This ain't carrying my weight. Look at my hips. My hips are above my head. How is this man carrying any weight? He's carrying nothing. Another problem is sometimes people will sit like this. You cross your legs or something, it don't matter. No, actually, I have them uncrossed. The man is relaxed. The man has got no tension, no pressure on him at all. He's actually very relaxed. That's why jiu-jitsu guys are able to stay in this position for, hours on end. Because I'm not doing anything as far as making him exhausted, unless, of course, I'm winning away with punches. What I need to do is to make sure that he's carrying my weight by adhering to the same principles we had before. Finding his center of gravity, turn towards the camera, please, which is right here, and going below that center of gravity with my hips, okay? Making sure that he's carrying my weight. To the side. So I'm going to be up in on him. There's no space between his hips and mine. He's carrying my weight now. And I'm using my legs. Let's pirouette. Just pirouette this way. I'm low, and I'm driving, and he's grunting here. He's carrying my weight now, for one. This is the first thing that must be established. What this also enables me to do is something that's pretty unique. When I establish hip control, I can get away with murder. You know how everybody gets caught with this straight arm bar? They think that they got caught because they extended their elbow. That's not really what caused all this. If I'm like this with space, put this leg down. There's space here. Bring your leg over. All right, he's able to swing his leg over and perhaps armbar me. However, if I got hip control, I can have this arm locked out permanently. He's not going to do jack to me. So if I'm here and I'm driving, get that leg over. Get it over. There's no way that he's going to get it over because I'm controlling his hip. Let's pirouette. This side. Turn more. Again, with space, bring the leg over. Best you can. Now bring it over. I'm hip blocking. Notice my hip. It's being driven just like a sprawl, just like we did from the cross chest position. My point of my hip, this point of my hip, is not being driven this way. Again, it's being driven diagonally down into the ground. He can't, go ahead, he can't get that leg over. I got him blocked. And as you'll see later, this is going to open up submissions that you just never thought possible. With his leg up, and I sense it, I can attack the far leg, I can attack the near leg. We're in good business, okay? So that's a very important point. I always want to control his hips. If for some reason I'm in here and there is space now between our hips, then I have to be careful. I don't want my elbows to go too far past his thighs. Against a good jiu-jitsu man, even this far is deadly, okay? He can get me, okay? Later on, I'll show you that if he does armbar you, we do have some last-ditch opportunities to counter, but generally speaking, we want to counter before the lock is enacted. But generally, keep your hips in nice and tight. Now, another important point is his legs. I'm in a wide kind of tripod stance. His legs are free to roam. He's flat on his back. He's in a natural position, as I was talking about before. I want to take this guy out of his natural position. The easiest way is for me to control his hip. Now, let's pirouette this way, please. if you can see, cronies, this is it. I just need a little bit of space underneath his hip to control him, okay? This leg is being trapped. He's not going to do much, okay? This other leg, I'm just monitoring. But now I have some control over him. I'm not just like this, allowing him to run rampant, spin around, try to tie me up and hold my head, you know, and do all this other kind of stuff. No, I want to control him. I don't want him to control me. When you see that I enter into leg locks, this principle here is extremely important. I need to have my controlling knee driven across his opposite shoulder. From here, submissions are quite easy. I can crank him on his hip, step right into heel hooks and so on we'll get into. It all stems off of control. If I'm like this, wide, and this leg is just free to, you know, flop around, I'm not going to get anything. It's like trying to catch a fish out of water. It's just going to wiggle and escape. So when I'm in this position, guys, I want to control. Here I'm driving in with the hips, and I'm squeezing in with my knees, okay? Squeezing. Always got good control, making him carry as much weight. He's gurgling because I'm making him carry all of my weight. So those are some basic principles here of being in the front body scissor.